Thank you guys. I'm here again. FO is on the line. Like I told you in practical 1, it is possible that we have a simple switch network like this. We have two switches, and each of the switch connects two PCs each. And if you look at it, there's a connection between the two switches on fast Ethernet 0/1 port here on the left hand side and on the right hand side. So this is an example of a switched network. We in Packet Tracer, when you are learning things like this, we normally start from basics. We start small from basics, then we'll go to moderate to advanced. If you look at the next network, the next network has a router. A router is here to segment or to divide these two network. This is network 1 here on my right hand side. If you look at the IP address, you see that it's different, 192.168.20.0, and this one is 192.168.1.0. We have two network. This router is actually separating the two network in this case, and the traffic on the left hand side will not go into the traffic on the right hand side unless if you configure this router to do so. Otherwise, if you just place this router to segment them like this, the traffic here remains there on the left, and the traffic on the right remains on the right. Look at another network here. This is another network, a more complex network, and you see this is quite complex. It has a number of switches, it has a number of routers, it has a number of wireless devices. And that's one of the essence of network simulator. Imagine if it were to be that we want to configure this topology real life, and we need this number of this equipment. It will have been very difficult, because manage equipment, you can check it out yourself. Manage equipment, especially Cisco equipment, could be very costly, and a particular school might not be able to procure all of this for its lab just for demonstration. The only thing we can do is to simulate such a network such that we can look at the behavior. How does the network behave to a certain extent? And get in real life, we may not get it on a simulated environment, but at least we can learn about networks using simulators to at least to 70%. Research confirming to 70%, we can learn about how network or devices on the network communicate and behave. But other 30%, there are things that we learn in real life that we might not be able to learn through the network simulator. So ladies and gentlemen, that's just about that. Let's go to practical 2. In practical 2, we are asked to install Packet Tracer. I think I might need to come back to that. Let's get to practical 3. We are asked to design network topology using simulator, which is similar to what I just showed you in the first video. Meanwhile, let's see what we are asked to do. They say we're told that we should open a Packet Tracer, we select and place a router, a switch, and 3 computers. So quickly, let me do that. We are told to, let me check that again. We are told to open a Packet Tracer, a router, a switch, and 3 computers. Let's do that. Here I have router, I drop one router, I drop another switch, I come to switch, I take the switch, I've dropped it. Then I was asked to drop 3 computers, so I drop 1, 2, 3. I've dropped the 3 computers. What next are we have to do? Then they say we should use straight to cables to connect the PC, to switch, and crossover cable to the router. What this is trying to tell us is that this router, this computer should be connected to the let's go to the connection. I get to the connection. I take my straight cable, I connect fast Ethernet port 0 to 1. Let me connect this again to 2. The third one, I connect to port 3. We are also we are also we are also asked to connect the switch and the router together. Don't forget, switch and router, they are dissimilar devices. As a matter of fact, we still use straight through cable. We use straight through cable and connect to gear. So I've connected a router and a switch as I'm directed to. So that's all I was asked to do. So let's see, assign the IP address to each of the PC and the router interface. Okay, let's see. Let me quickly show you how to do that. 192 dot okay dot 168 dot 20.2. Let me do a tab. Okay, it has given me the what is it called, subnet mark automatically. Then to make my work faster, let me copy it so that I can use it at the other. So I've given that particular PC IP address. Then let me give this one IP address too. You click on it once, you go to desktop IP configuration. I drop the same IP address, but I'll change the last value. Let me change it to 3. Let me do a tab. It has given me. Then I close it up. I go to the third one. I click on desktop IP configuration. I drop it. Let me drop. Then I call this one file. I do a tab. So I've configured all of them to have IP addresses. Let's see if I can send message from PC0 to PC1. Don't forget, if I decided to disconnect this router from the switch, let me see. What I've just done is I've disengaged the switch from the router. Let me send a message. I send a message here because they have IP addresses. I send a message from here to here. Let's see. It's successful. Look at it. It's successful here because they have IP address. If I remove, I send message here to, it's also going to be successful. Okay, let's see. Let me do the cable connection again to the router. Let me see if I send message. Let me see if it still get to the network. Send from PC0 to PC2. It's still successful. It has no business to do with the router right now. The router right now is not really doing anything for us. Right now. It's not really doing anything for us. Right now. Okay. All of these are in a network. Don't worry, in the future you can see successful here. Let me remove the IP address from one of these guys. Okay, and let's send message to it. Let's see if it goes. IP configuration. I want to remove this IP address. Okay, there's no IP address on the PC2 now. Let me see if I can send message to it, if it will get to it. Look at it. It's even complaining that this guy has no functional port, meaning that there's no IP address on it. If I point to this, if I point to this, you see some information. Can you see some information about it? That 192.168.20.0, .20.2. Then if you come here, there's no information about it. You can see the port is up. Port link, there's no address there. Though the point, there's a cable connection there. That's why it's showing up. Up. So that's what we're asked to do in that assign IP address to each of the PC and router interfaces. Okay, if you are asked to put an IP address on the router interface, how do we go about that? Let me quickly show you that. You come to the router here. For your own class, there are 2 ways to do it. Either you do it configure command line, where I have to use you a command to do it, but for your level, let me just use, I come to the interface. What's the interface? I think the interface is 0, so I'll just provide IP address here. Let me do a tab for it. If you look at it, the way I'm doing it is also automatically generating the code for me. on this interface gigabit Ethernet 0/0/0, it has created this IP address there on subnet now. That's all. Then another thing we'll do on that router interface, click on it. You go back to the interface and you turn it up. You make it on. You can see that it has changed. The line protocol interface was changed to up, meaning that it will be active now. So you see all of them turning green. That's what we are asked to do there. Thank you for watching, ladies and gentlemen.